Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Um, so this is part 8, if I'm not wrong. I hope um that's it. And I don't quite remember what I did in the previous part. Took a little break and my memory is erased at this point. I think I um yeah, I wanted to do this quest in the previous part, and I continued the main quest line, right? The main story. Uh, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think that I also finished certain assassin liberation missions, which means that we don't really have much side quests left. We have this, the adventure club, hunting club, I think, or something, and homestead missions, and main quests. I'll try to make a couple of homestead. I'll continue main story probably.
Could you make a little more noise? Been fixing to trap a cougar I've seen prowling about. The beast has snapped 2 of my snares already. From what I've seen, its fur is white, mad as it sounds. Its hide would be worth a fortune to the right person.
I have never seen a cougar like that. I would like to help you.
I'll follow you then. Stay quiet. Got his trail yet? Got his trail yet? Look at the size of those claw marks. Better shoot true. He's a taste for fresh meat. Seen this before. Looks fresh. He's close. There he goes! We won't get another chance at this. Come on, Connor, we won't see him again after this. This is our only shot. Hurry up!
You must be here for my new friend. I was dumping a load and he went straight in. Lucky I wasn't in there.
Very. What are you thinking, Miriam?
Flush and fire. Norris can back off. One of us goes in there to draw him out, and the other waits out here to shoot.
I will go in.
I pressed E.
Nice shot!
Thank you, Miriam.
Thought they'll show me for a second. I thought that Miriam just shot me and I'll die. Oh, me. So now is that mission is failed. Alright. That's great. Then you press E or you don't press E, it doesn't really change apparently. At least I pressed E, it showed E in red, like I didn't press it, like I missed the opportunity, yet she shot the cougar? The puma? I don't know. Cougar, I think.
Afternoon.
Hmm.
Hello, sir. Would you like a draught of ale or some bread and cheese?
Connor, this here is Oliver, and that is Corinne. Great people. Ollie, this is Connor, the man I was talking about. The Lord of the Manor.
We were passing through is all and met some of your townsfolk. They were thirsty and we had some barrels in the back and...
I am no lord, and these are my friends, not my townsfolk. What brings you to the road with a cart full of spirits for sale?
We were innkeepers until the king took our inn for some military such and such, left us out on our round part.
Hey, you should settle here. We could use an inn.
Good idea.
We would, but without the inn itself, we don't have much choice, and building one isn't cheap.
We certainly have a need for something of the sort. I will speak with my friends at the mill and see what we can do about building ourselves one. If it can be arranged, would you consider ending your search here?
Of course, Ollie. We'll have an inn again.
Okay.
This should suffice.
Thank you. You won't regret this, Connor. We promise.
Actually, 1K, it's not that much. Considering that I'm not sure about game. Maybe even several games. I don't know, I was thinking about Red Dead Redemption 2, but I don't think it's Red Dead Redemption. Maybe it's some other Assassin's Creed. Yeah, maybe Assassin's Creed Unity or Assassin's Creed. Maybe Assassin's Creed 4 as well. But the thing is, some upgrades or improvements, sometimes when you need to pay money, it costs too much. I think probably Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Syndicate, those are the best examples. Some things cost just too much, and I don't even know where you take all that money from. Well, I kinda expected it to cost maybe like 10k or something, but it costed only 1k, and I have a lot of money in my backpack or pocket or whatever. So, yeah, that's great. That's great.
Connor, come with me downstairs.
Should I search for something to fill that space?
No rush. Eventually, the right piece will present itself.
As you wish.
There's a chest in a cave on the edge of the property. Could you retrieve it for me? I would go myself, but these old bones prevent me from getting to it.
take Norris with you. The cave entrance is blocked with heavy stone and will need to be cleared one way or another.
If I remember correctly in the previous part, we had a mission, had a dialogue with some general or whatever, and Connor said that I know where Charles Lee will be, and he said that we will siege some fort or whatever. The walls? No. Walls, whatever. Some fort or whatever. And so I suppose it will be one of our next missions. Maybe this is actually the quest. Actually quite possible. And this is where we will kill Ethan. And from then things will actually go pretty fast and the game will be over.
Norris, I'm going to fetch something for the old man, and he told me there might be some stone that requires clearing.
Yeah? I will bring my explosive. Miriam is interesting.
Certainly not your typical colonial woman. A deadly shot.
She brought down that cougar. She is strong, capable. She has no husband?
Not that I'm aware of.
I never met a woman like her before. I would like to know her better.
You should speak to her then.
I might try. Hey, don't splash. Don't want to get the powder wet. Do you think she likes Frenchmen?
I see why he encouraged me to enlist your services.
Pas de problème. We blow it up. Be my guest. Duck and cover.
I don't want to shoot, I want to ignite it. That I can, apparently.
Ah, that's a nice one!
Thank you.
Bienvenue. Doesn't look safe in there. Be careful. I'll be at the mine. What you said about Miriam is interesting.
You know what's funny? Just a random story from my life. Sometimes, because I consider myself some kind of an observer. I like to observe people, I like to analyze people, think about analyze their situations and stuff. And this is probably why partially I'm doing these videos, because I'm analyzing I'm playing video games, I like it, but at the same time I'm discovering all these interesting stories, people, different situations, some kind of a food for my thoughts, uh, philosophical thinking, reflections, call it however you want. But the thing is, um, so I'm observing people a lot, and I speak with people a lot, but at the same time, you know, it's funny because I remember those memes, kind of memes from the internet when people say, I don't know, you watch some kind of a video or a short on YouTube about people having some kind of maybe difficult situations or something like that, or you know, making kids when they are 22 or something like that, and there are always comments like, "Whoa, there are people who are making kids at 22 or 20 or something like that, and here I am." Trying to understand how to live this life, sitting at home, drinking my coffee or something like that, not you know, not having any relationship, you know. So I'm kind of one of those people that not particularly something bad to not have a relationship, but it's just funny to see how for people it's just easy like that, you know, just like that. What was his name? I forgot his name. This guy who wanted to speak with Miriam. She's like, oh, she's interesting and stuff. And for me, it doesn't work this way. I mean, I can't judge whether the person is interested or not simply by what? Because she's hunting or she's doing something. It's weird. I mean, of course, you see people around you and you're like, why everything is black and unseen? Oh. But it's water underneath, but apparently not. Yeah, so just because someone's doing something doesn't mean much, at least for me. Can't really judge. I mean, of course, you see people around you, speak with them, and you understand what you like or what you don't like. But it's just, for some reason, it feels very easy for people to, you know, to say something like, "Oh, she's attractive," or "He's attractive," or something. Let's just speak. In the vast majority of cases, it's guys who begin this kind of things, but for me, it doesn't work this way. You see, I just things are kind of complicated. You can't just start speaking with someone just like that. I mean, you can, you know, but there is a difference between speaking and having a relationship. There's nothing bad about. There's nothing difficult in speaking. I speak with a lot of boys and girls around. But in my, I don't know, during my studies or during when I work, for example, or I don't know, at church or different, you know, different places, different situations. But there's a difference between speaking and having a relationship with someone. It's really different.
I was close.
In relationship, it feels like something super, like, serious. So saying just something as simple as, "Oh, she seems to be interested," I don't know. For me, how can I know whether this person is interested if I have never spoken with the person, you see? Just because she's hunting or doing something? But there are, I don't know, there are 8 billion people on Earth. There are so many attractive, potentially attractive people that you might find. I'll say it differently. There are so many people that you might find attractive if you look at them, but it's not like you're gonna date every single person, right? So it's so weird. And I watched a video about the some random video in YouTube recommendations. Sometimes YouTube recommends you such a weird content. I'm not particularly looking this type of content, but I suppose it's because I was at some point I was scrolling through shorts and I watched some of these videos, and so now sometimes YouTube recommends me weird videos. So this video was about dating, like 50 guys and 50 girls swiping IRL, like they're just in front of each other. You see a big queue of people and they're staying in front of each other. If they like each other or don't like, they can swipe. They make the kind of gesture at the same time, the movement of their hand, and so swipe right it's yes, swipe left it's sometimes it, in the vast majority of cases it doesn't match, but sometimes it matches. So those who match, they go somewhere, but those who don't match or swipe each other left, then they just leave this queue and they go to back of the queue. And so people were staying there and people were speaking and saying things, and it was so weird because I don't know, not only this overall kind of show, people going in front of a public swiping like that and then saying weird things. For example, one of those very common ideas is that for a lot of people there's this thing called out of the league, and a lot of people really believe it. You see, a lot of people are being delusional, which is sad for me because I look at them, as I said, from my position of observer, and in my head there's no such thing as out of the league. But that's not only kind of my opinion. I can justify my opinion. It's pretty logic opinion, because there are only two types of people. You either match with them or not. Doesn't matter whether they are attractive or not, intelligent or not. Sometimes you don't have the chemistry with the person. So you both can be young, attractive and intelligent, but it's just not going to work because you just don't have this chemistry. Sometimes you just don't like visually the person. It's not about being out of the league or something like that, because we're all beautiful in our own way. And this is what I recently I had a situation where I had a job interview, and that guy was hiring. He didn't really like my portfolio, which is, I can definitely make it better. Of course, I will try to make it better. But you see, portfolio it's something subjective. You see, I like oranges, someone likes pineapples. I don't like pineapples. I don't eat them. I find it weird. I don't know, their texture or whatever. I don't like the taste of it. But there are people who like pineapples. Doesn't mean that just because I don't like pineapples, it doesn't mean that pineapples are bad fruits. It's just not my style, and that's it. And so with this portfolio thing, he said, in the end, he said, we will choose someone else because I will choose someone else because I didn't really like your portfolio stuff. And for me it feels weird because he said, you know, you're an interesting person, you seems to, I think if we worked together it could have worked pretty well, and I think I like your character and stuff. The only thing I don't like is your portfolio, you see, which is weird for me because portfolio is something subjective. You can't like every single portfolio, you see. There are people who have very complicated portfolios. Web development, I'm speaking about web development or web design. They have some pretty pretty designs or pretty portfolios. For example, I saw a portfolio where there's this, I think it's a senior web developer. He made a portfolio uh, uh, in a way of some kind of a game, kind of created a little car, and then you're driving through some kind of a labyrinth or whatever, and so it works pretty well. It's cool, but it's not for everyone because you see, kind of complicated. When you launch it, your browser eats a lot of memory because there are a lot of different animations and stuff. It's very heavy. Not everyone wants such things. This is why not everyone should make such portfolios. There are portfolios which are super minimalist, where there's only one page and a couple of lines and that's it, and it works well as well because we all have different styles. So it was kind of weird for me that he said, no, I didn't really like your portfolio. And so in this situation, this out of the league thing, it's a little bit similar. You see, there is no such thing as, oh no, out of my league or something. You either match, you have the chemistry, you can speak because you have a similar character, you both like, I don't know, you're both calm and you like patient people, or you're more joyful and you speak fast or something like that. So it either matches or not, and it's pretty logic. And I find it weird that for a lot of people it's just doesn't work the same
I have
way.
what you asked for. I must know who put it there and for what purpose.
I did. I put it somewhere I knew only I could reach, but that was a long time ago.
Who does that belong to?
These were the robes of the first assassin to come to the colonies.
Yeah, and so for a lot of people it doesn't work this way. And you see, I think this is the biggest difference between the mission, between like me and people who are similar to me and those people, because I don't live by the same principles. I don't live by the kind of principles of this world. I don't like such people who are just judging everything based on this kind of I don't know how to call them. I call them by the rules of the animal kingdom, where there is, oh no, there are male and female and we're all animals and something like that. You see, I don't live by this principle. I do not consider myself an animal. I'm a human being. But that's, as I said, that's my opinion. Not forcing it, but I see that a lot of people who are living by these principles, they are having a hard time in their lives. And I see that, you see, and people. So there was this guy who said in front of everyone that that girl was out of my league or something. This is why I'm kind of speaking with you. It just feels so weird. You either like the person or not. If you don't like the person, there's no such thing as out of the league. If the person doesn't like you and you find that person attractive, then that's fine. It happens as well. We cannot like everyone and everyone cannot like us. We all have different tastes. If it just doesn't work between you and that person, then that's it. You should just move on. But there are people who really believe in those things, and it's frightening. Frightening that a lot of people believe it's weird things. It's frightening, seriously.
Norris.
You know Miriam?
Of course.
What does she like? I want to give her a gift.
I really do not know.
All right.
Let me call on Prudence. She may be of service.
And people, the more I observe people, the more I kind of analyze them, the more I see that people really believe in a lot of weird things. A lot of weird things. It's crazy. No wonder the vast majority of people are just. I don't want to say that everyone is delusional, that's not true. But it's true that a lot of people are making mistakes in terms of, I don't know, even relationship. You divide people by these kind of classes, saying that there are people who are out of the league and there are some people who are very bad or ugly or whatever. Then of course it will be difficult in your life, because without even knowing the person, without even knowing the character of the person, you just you already judge that person based on his and her looks. But the problem is that in the vast majority of cases, looks don't mean anything. It's important, don't get me wrong, it's important to take care of yourself, it's important to, use some fine clothes or shave yourself or take care of yourself, but a lot of people are doing that, especially younger generation. Everybody, all of us do that. We all wash ourselves, we all use perfumes, we all use, I don't know, nice clothes. It's not enough. Character is very important, but how can you know the character if you don't even let this person speak? And I had a lot of situations like that where I've seen that I have come to a conclusion that the vast majority of attractive people, they are empty inside, especially girls. Well, I'm speaking about girls because I've observed that in a lot of girls, but guys are it works the same way for guys. A lot of girls are empty. There are a lot of attractive girls, but they have a very weird behavior. They are not they believe in weird things, and people who believe in astrology, people who practice some kind of weird things, just because you put some fancy clothes doesn't mean that you are attractive. Attractiveness is way more than simply using some attractive clothes. Everyone can buy attractive clothes. You can even read some maybe guides or tutorials or whatever on internet how to dress correctly or with style, even if you don't have the sense. By default, you can kind of develop it or at least follow some trends that you see on internet. There are a bunch of advisors or whatever you call them, people who make videos about it. So everyone can do it. Just need to be willing to do that. But character, that's what a lot of people ignore, and character is way more important than fancy clothes or something.
Prudence.
Good day, Connor.
Norris is trying to court a woman. What do you women like in terms of gifts?
A nice bunch of wildflowers always brightens my day. Who is it Norris fancies?
Best not say for now.
Fair enough. Best ones are atop the bluff to the northwest. A bit tricky to get, but they grow large and healthy in the full sun.
The weirdest part is that it wasn't me who participated in that show, but me who felt awkward for what people were saying or doing or how they were acting. It's so weird. This is why I usually avoid watching such things. Sometimes it happens because YouTube recommends you different weird things, so and you cannot avoid every single. It's not particularly bad, but it's not particularly good either. So, oh yeah, I usually avoid watching such things because clearly it's just. You clearly see the difference between. It's fun. I don't want to sound kind of snob or because I'm not like that. I don't think anything bad about such people, and I'm not pretending to be someone super I don't know, from a high society or something like that. But you can clearly see the difference between people who visit such things, such kind of um, places, such shows, and people who do not visit such places. What is the failure to skin your next kill will result in desynchronization? What is this mess? They attacked me. I didn't want to attack them. It's not my fault. Wow. So it's like as weird maybe as it sounds, but you can clearly see the difference between people who visit such places or such shows and people who do not. And it's, as I said, maybe it sounds snob for someone. I'm not particularly saying anything bad about them, but you can clearly see the difference between such people. Usually, based on my observations, normal people do not visit such shows. Because there is absolutely nothing natural in it. If you match, what happens next is that if you match, you wait until everyone else finishes, and then what happens is that you have 5 minutes to speak with the person who you matched. You have 5 minutes to speak, kind of one-on-one, only the two of you, in front of all other participants. I just don't know what to say. How can you speak with someone when there are 50 people watching you? It's just weird. It's just every single kind of joke or whatever you say or whatever you do, it feels weird.
Chris, are you in there?
Oui?
Oh. I will find you a little later then.
No, it's all right. What is it?
Prudence advised a bunch of wild flowers.
Really? Are you sure? Doesn't seem right.
So, there's nothing particularly bad about visiting such places. We should let people, it's important to let people do whatever they want. There's no one right or wrong kind of formula to how to live life or something. We all try different things. But just a general observation is that you see the difference in the I don't want to say a class in a society, but it's just, you know, uh you clearly see the difference go to such house and do not.
You ever played bowls?
I see you are getting along again.
Oh, aye. We're always at each other for one thing or another, but more often than not, we work it out in the end. It's just the thought of my family threatened got me hot under the collar.
And Terry knows he couldn't beat me in a fight.
You rat!
That's why he built this bowls pitch, so he could beat me at something. Still can't though, can you, Terry?
I was winning till Connor came along!
Sure you were.
You know what's funny? This game makes me think about a French game that I think one of the typically French things that you can see in France if you go to France one day, except for maybe the fact that French people eat baguettes and croissants and stuff. It's the game that they play usually on weekends or on Sundays or something. It's called pétanque. It's something when I came to France. It's I don't know why, but when it's kind of the weather is good, people got nothing to do. It's Sunday and stuff. You will always see people outside playing, throwing these metal balls and playing this game. I'm probably not into such things, so I think I never even played. I wanted to try one time, but I didn't play. But I watched people play it, and so it's probably not my thing. But it's super typically French thing. Everyone plays this pétanque game. That's so funny, so funny, man. White thread, going like that. The problem is that they didn't explain what is the point of this game. I'm not sure it's the same thing as pétanque. And I'm not even sure about pétanque's rules. Okay, so I need to touch the ball.
I feel sorry for you.
Oh la la! Oh la la! I need to touch the other ball, not the red one. This one. Or I need to touch both of them. Oh,
Congratulations.
that's weird. Not sure.
Right in snug on that one.
No. Man, I missed. Why? It touched, no? I'm not sure. That's weird. What are the rules of this game? Why they didn't explain anything? Why did they assume that everyone knows it? It's so weird.
That
Not
should
sure.
do.
This game worked. Well enough.
Well played.
So we need to touch the red one? But the first time I threw my my ball, it touched the red one, but it didn't add +1 point to me. I don't understand it. Or maybe you need to, the first ball that you throw it need to touch the last ball that touched the main ball. So if it was the ball of your opponent, you need to touch first. You need to touch the ball of your opponent, and then you need to touch the main ball. They need to give some explanations how to play these games. Don't understand it. No comprendo.
You want to tell him, my love?
I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
It's been a long time coming. It does present a slight problem, however. There's no doctor for Miles.
Well, then we should find one.
I know of one that may consider moving here. His name is Dr. Lyle White. It's been a turn since we last saw him, but you might try his old house in Boston.
Teleport.
To what do I owe this great honor, Captain?
The letters you speak of, what are they?
Oh, now you want to know. Captain Kidd's letters, boy. He hid a great treasure somewheres and sent letters to 4 of his crewmen along with a strange piece of leather. If you find the men, you'll find the scallywag. It's that easy, 'tis.
May I see them?
You might be a captain, but you're not too bright, are you? I'll barter with them. You give me some trinkets I like, and I'll give you a letter. Building my own treasure cache, see?
Trinkets? Like what? Where?
Use your imagination, Captain. There's interesting swag all over the frontier. What you got for me? Ah, you brought me some good pieces. That's worth a letter to be sure. Here you go, Captain.
Battle Chesapeake.
Lafayette promised me a fleet beyond compare and a captain without peer. Instead, I find myself greeted by one old ship and a boy in costume.
I promise we are all you need, Admiral.
I doubt this very much, but beggars do not choose. Hmm?
And the ships I require?
They are yours, provided we survive this.
What would you have me do?
Hold the bay while I engage the main fleet. Should any British ships dare approach, destroy them. They must be kept from Yorktown.
But this is not the mission that I thought about. But okay, I remember this one as well.
Herod all handsaws! Hell is manifest upon the sea! How many do you reckon?
Too many.
If anyone can hold the line, 'tis us. I only hope the Admiral's quick to return. Enemy approaching! All right, boys! Make ready for war! Looks like they're coming to say hello! Ready yourselves! Aye, aye!
That's a lot of damage, man. That's a lot of damage. Where's my damage? The damage. so much. I didn't have any health. I hate this mission. I remember this mission. I hate it so much. Can't sing it. It's just impossible. No damage.
We're down a ship. Take care.
Let me brace! What is happening? Let me brace, man. Even more, man. I hate it. I hate it. Yes. That's exactly what I need. The unbalanced tactic. I don't understand where did something. Amazing. Sanistry is tanky. Well, I'm not able to do that. Very sweaty fight.
Ship lost! Escort's all sunk. We're on our own now, sir.
I'd like to have some heal. I don't have any health.
God, where are our blasted reinforcements?
They will come. We must hold the bay until they do.
Oh, this is madness. You're alone and we're without reinforcements.
I'm not sure why they're not destroying my health. How am I supposed to fight?
Careful, Captain. We're under attack! Men of war firing! All our guns are down. We've no way to defend ourselves now. That beast is sure to sink us if we're not careful.
He's not really planning to board them, is he? Has he lost his mind? He's going to get us all killed.
YOLO.
The ship is yours, Mr. Faulkner.
That was weird, awkward. What happened? Man. Fire in front of you and you can go to the right. I wanted to jump to the water like Edward did, but no.
You mad bastard.
They say you took down that man of war all alone. Perhaps Lafayette did not exaggerate when he spoke of your abilities. As promised, my ships are yours to command. What do you require?
5 of them must enter New York's harbor flying British flags.
Wait. I thought you might need some pirates killed or goods transported, and instead, you asked for us to, what, shell New York?
No. Of course not.
Ah.
Only part of it.
Explain yourself.
I mean to infiltrate Fort George, but it is too well guarded. Cannon fire will breach its walls and scatter its guards.
And a ship that flies the French flag could never get near it.
You understand, then?
Not at all. But a promise is a promise, even when made to a lunatic.
I will light a signal fire when it is time for you to attack.
Vous l'avez entendu, récupérez leurs drapeaux qu'on puisse les accrocher. Allez, vite!
Not a single side mission. Side activity. Side quest, whatever. Oh man.
Hello, Connor. Welcome back.
Is everything in place?
Oui, Lafayette waits for you inside the tunnel beneath the city.
À l'attaque! Look, we got a homestead mission. I was looking.
Where is your mother?
Follow me.
Good for nothing, wench!
Let me go.
Bugger off! I guess you want a beating!
Help me. I'm begging you to help me.
Leave.
That wasn't necessary. I can handle myself. When he returns, he'll try and give me twice the thrashing.
Why would you stay with such a man?
This is my house and business. It's my tailoring that paid for this place. I'll take his drunken buffoonery over leaving behind what I built.
If I told you there was another place where you could live and work, free of him, would you consider it?
The catch?
No catch. Our village is growing and in need of all forms of trade. Just business and a new life.
I'll come and see if what you say is true.
Gentlemen dilettantes, amateurs, and the curious public.
There are a lot of things to collect here. It's really interesting to see people who like to collect all these things. I watched a video of a guy a couple of days ago. And he was speaking about good and bad games, and one of the things he said that he played Resident Evil, whatever the number, 6, 7. He really enjoyed it, and then he replayed it and replayed it again, and he collected all the possible trophies in Steam. That's, people really liked it. There are some people, not everyone, but a lot of there are some amount of people who like to collect such things. It's just crazy. I imagine collecting all these things. What for? What is the final goal? All these missions are. What is the point of them? I'm not.
All their talk of liberty and equality, all that in your way.
It's my guy, right? My recruit. Two of them. 3, 4.
Connor. This tunnel will take you into the military district.
And the Admiral?
He waits for you to light the signal. And then the strike begins.
And we will be there as well.
And obviously I can call assassins. No, that's bad. Pretty bad. I always want to make it silently, but it always ends up me killing everyone. That's sad. Stop jumping.
Need to get inside the fort. I am in no condition to fight. Need to stay away from the guards.
Where are you, Charles?
Gone.
Come now. You cannot hope to match me, Connor. For all your skills, you are still but a boy, with so much left to learn.
Give me Lee!
Impossible. He is the promise of a better future. The sheep need a shepherd.
He has been dismissed and censured. He can do nothing for you now.
A temporary setback. He will be restored. You act as though you have some right to judge.
Man, I'm pressing E.
To declare me and mine wrong for the world. And yet everything I've shown you.
Surrender, and I will spare you.
Brave words from a man about to die.
You fare no better.
Even when your kind appears to triumph, still we rise again. And do you know why? It's because the Order is born of a realization. We require no creed, no indoctrination by desperate old men. All we need is that the world be as it is. And this is why the Templars will never be destroyed.
Don't think I've any intention of caressing your cheek and saying I was wrong. I will not weep and wonder what might have been. I'm sure you understand. Still, I'm proud of you in a way. You have shown great conviction, strength, courage. All noble qualities. I should have killed you long ago.
We've
got a problem. Hatham doesn't have the amulet anymore.
But the temple's still sending data. There must be more to this story.
Only one way to find out.
There are 12 or 13 sequences. Not sure.
My father is dead. Charles Lee now leads the Templar Order in his place. I see now why ours is an eternal war. For each piece taken from the board, another is placed upon it. Back and forth we go. Across the world. Across the ages. Some days mine feels an impossible task. But I cannot afford to be consumed with doubt. The people need me. Now more than ever. I must stop the Templars. I will kill Charles Lee.
We gather today to remember a man of peerless vision who sought to change the world. And change the world he did. Look around. Even now, the British prepare to retreat. Their spirits broken. Their forces splintered. The Patriot leadership shall soon fall. Either into our He sent me away. That day, at Fort George. He feared for my safety. I should have stayed. He said there was no danger.
He was wrong.
I will kill you, Connor. This I swear. Not here, though. Not today. No. First, I'll destroy all you hold dear. I'll burn that homestead of yours to the ground and roast the severed heads of your precious founding fathers in its flames. And when I've finished with them, all the rest will burn as well. Your merry band of assassins, the human refuse that lives on your land, your village and its people, all of it, gone.
You can try, Charles. But as with all your schemes, this too will end in failure.
Get him on his feet. He will wait. He will watch. And then, when he's seen all his life's work brought to ruin, only then will I allow him to die. Take him away.
Not so bold.
Where's Charles Lee gone?
The harbor. To catch a ferry.
No escort. He was alone. I'm not sure what happened.
I believe these men meet the requirements.
You believe incorrectly.
They will lead me to
They're
Lee.
sick and weak. We're looking to build an army, not fill an almshouse. It would take months to get them into fighting shape. We don't have the time.
No, please. We'll do anything you want. Anything. Only take us with you.
Quiet, well. Your merchandise is useless to us.
Perhaps we should discuss this back in my cabin.
Just like in time. Right. Well. It happens. Things went horribly wrong. Ow. Wow. Wow. Why is that? Nice try. Nice try. Close but not quite.
Sorry to have disappointed.
As you should be. For us to have come all this way for nothing. Tell me now why I shouldn't have you thrown into the sea.
No need to be rash. Only give me a little more time. I'll scour the other ships if I must. I'm certain there are prisoners who will meet your needs.
Very well. You have 2 days.
Thank you.
Present yourself to the Green Dragon Tavern in Boston with the men you've chosen. We shall meet you there along with our master.
Why are you circling around a dead body? That is weird, man. That is weird. I have two. Oh no, only one. And fast travel. That's awful. kind of weird that there are viewpoints, but you can fast travel there. It just doesn't make much sense. That's it.
Dr. White?
No, he's the drunken sotter on the corner. If you can get his attention, tell him I quit. All this ire on him. Not worth getting caught up in it. I have a family.
You believe everything you read in the pro...
Dr. White.
Yes?
My name is Connor.
And what can I help you with? Another quote for the broadsheets for you to twist against me?
I'm here to make you an offer.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the doctor the British have been slandering all over town. White Death. No?
I was given your name by my friends Warren and Prudence. Prudence is with child and requires a doctor's hand.
Prudence is pregnant? Ha! They've been trying for years, it seems. Maybe getting away from Boston is exactly what I need.
I'm wondering, is this the last mission or not? I'm mad because I have only 20 minutes left. Or maybe I'll have to make this part longer. I'm not sure, I need to... The thing is, even, like, I can probably... I can what? I don't know. Check some missions in the frontier and make this in the next part, but in the end it doesn't change much. It's same thing. Let's check frontier, maybe there's... I think there should be missions. No, there is nothing. My disappointment is measurable. I will probably... I'll probably finish everything right now. And I will... If this is the last mission, then so be it. If it's not, doesn't really matter. I'll make this mission. Even if it will be... even if it will last a little bit longer. I'll try to finish it. In the next part, I will try to... make some side quests. The Adventurer Club. There's the Headless Horseman myth. Or the way it showed it. And I'll probably do that and fist fights in the next part. I should have probably done them before, but in the end they didn't really give you anything. It's not like... It doesn't really work the same way as with chests, where you find some, I don't know, swords or whatever. Guns, pistols. By doing those Adventure Club and Boston Post you're not really getting any bonuses. Probably do them wherever you want.
Need something, darling?
No.
Rude.
Can I help you? You know you can.
Pardon?
Oh! I do not like having my time wasted.
Stop that! Oh, don't make me call the guards.
Make a sound and you die.
What do you want? He's in the harbor, at the Long Pier, most likely. We heard what happened at the parade. Charles got all nervous, said he was leaving the country. I thought he was overreacting. Guess not. No!
Thank you.
Yes, this is the end. This is probably one of the last missions. I mean, I don't remember. I think I'll have a mission to visit my land, my tribe, Connor's tribe. I'll have a quest to visit Connor's tribe, and we will to speak with someone, but in the end he won't find there. But I think this is the last missions. Don't know, we'll see. But I remember that after killing Charles Lee, there's nothing left. This is one of the best dialogues happening here. One of the best things that Charles Lee said in Connor's answer. It's like this is why Connor feels relatable, because sometimes, you know, when you're thinking why you're doing certain things, then when Connor said because no one else will, it's just, yeah, that's it. I feel that way sometimes. Why are you analyzing people? Why are you hearing all those stories? Why do you need to know? I've spoken with a lot of people. I have spoken with a lot of those who told me their stories that were, for example, mistreated by their parents or something like that. Why am I gathering all those stories? Probably there's no sense in it, but it's just, you know, no one else will. Someone needs to do that. Someone needs to analyze all those things and think about society.
Why do you persist? You put us down, we rise again. You end one plot, we forge another. You try so hard, but it always ends the same. Those who know you think you mad, and this is why. Even those men you sought to save have turned their backs on you. Yet you fight. You resist. Why?
Because no one else will.
Rough night, was it? He headed inland. Took a ferry up the Charles River.
I will need passage as well.
Of course. Only say the word.
Somehow random civilians know who Connor is chasing. Magically. It happens.
Why would they leave this behind?
we waited for you to return. You have done as we asked. You have succeeded.
No! I have failed! My people are gone! Chased out by those who I thought would protect them!
It is a trade, a sacrifice, and not in vain. For you have found it.
This?
Now you must hide it, where none shall think to look. And then in time, what once was, shall be again.
I do not understand.
Nor need you. Only do as we ask. Then, you may do as you wish.
But what of my people?
You have saved this place, as was your people's purpose. And that matters most.
It is not enough.
It will never be enough. You strive for that which does not exist. Still, you have made a difference, and you will do so again. Remember, you must hide the amulet where none might find it.
Radon Hakedon. Radon Hakedon.
I know where the key is.
Then let's go.
The whole is Devon.
All right, time to see what's inside.
Not quite. We still need to get the place powered up.
Find the remaining pedestals and plug in the power sources.
I'm on it.
Oh. Okay. So I missed one. Where? The least interesting part. Give me Radon Hakedon.
approached. One that was dark and cold. It would consume us. For we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice. Not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita, my husband, my love. In the end, it changed him, ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release, for days, for weeks, for months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
Why I don't see anything? I didn't understand it. It shouldn't be like that. And it's not normal.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter. But to leave required something more, something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
Wow. I feel like maybe I'll just plug this thing in and I'll just finish the next part. Then in case I'll have to make another part to quest. I'm actually wondering whether I'll have enough time in one part to finish. I have to make several parts. You know what? When I played Crisis 2, apparently soundtrack was composed by Hans Zimmer, whatever the pronunciation name is. But to be honest, it sounds creepy. I can't say that I particularly like it, but If you ask me which soundtrack I prefer, Assassin's Creed 3 or Crisis 2, I'll say Assassin's Creed 3 definitely. So it's not always about a very well-known composer or whatever musician that makes the music. It's sometimes about the overall music. Sometimes it's just not working. So you can be a very well-known person, very famous and stuff, and still just music can be average. At least, I don't know, in Crisis it sounds creepy. Maybe it's good that it sounds creepy, but the variety of soundtracks I feel like it's way more in Assassin's Creed 3, Crisis 2. I'll stop here, ladies and gentlemen, and I will continue in the next part. I will finish this quest. Desmond will sacrifice himself, and I'll make some quests. As Radon Hagedon. Hope we'll see the granny. I'm not sure. I think he will meet her. Honor will meet that mother, right? Whatever. And she will tell him that they leave. We will see. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. We will see that in the next part. That's it for now, boys and girls.